Hello and welcome back to a quick tip here in Wales where I paint away the stress of everyday life. Now, I've been asked a question, Clive. I seem to struggle with painting acrylics on different
Hey, welcome, thanks for stopping by. It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a
substrates.
great time.
So yeah, a substrate is basically something you paint on paper, cardboard, hardboard, whatever it is. Well, even things are like a pebble. Now, acrylics they're a funny type of thing. Acrylics act differently on the surface you paint on. Mainly how quick or how slow they actually dry, how quickly they're absorbed into the substrate, or what are you painting on, how they fix themselves to that substrate. And it's very important. It's not complicated. Please don't think it's complicated. It's not a complicated thing. Okay, so the next lesson I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be painting on some of this acrylic pad. Now, this is the cheapest way that I know of doing acrylic paintings, because you can just basically flip and turn. You can do a painting and you can change the sheet and you can do another painting. These are easily mounted in frames. They're easily stored. You can see there's over 15 sheets in a pad like that. So yeah, they're easily stored, and this makes for a good painting. Now, if you paint, this is a coated paper, acid free. If you painted directly onto that, you would find that the absorption rate of the acrylic paint is quite fast. It dries pretty quick. I always recommend a gesso or a primer that you can put on there. You can buy these gessos from any arts and crafts store, acrylic gesso. I would highly recommend you prime every single surface you paint on, because it helps with the flow of paint and it helps with the absorption factor of that paint. So that said, there's a number of different things that we can actually paint on. We can paint on cardboard. There we go. This is just a piece of mount board that you can get for picture framing. This is readily available in art and craft stores and in eBay as well. And you can see that is just a virgin piece of paper or card. So you need to prime this. You can use Kellogg cornflakes boxes and cereal boxes and all that type of stuff, but you do need to prime this surface a few times just to help your painting. That's it. It's for yourself. There's no saying you can't paint acrylics on that. It's absolutely fine. You can do that. But using the gessos, the acrylic gessos, makes your life as an artist a lot easier for painting on these things. The other thing you can also paint on, as you know, and that's the biggest choice for a lot of people, is canvas panels. You can see I drew out a cowboy there to paint. And these canvas, again, I highly recommend 2 to 3 coats of primer. You can see there's already primer on there. And I've drawn that picture of that cowboy on there, which I should actually get around to painting, but I have never done it. It's been there for about 4 years actually. Yes, we're all the same people. The other thing you can paint on is you've seen what's this one actually? What's on the drawing on here? Oh, this is a self-portrait of myself. There we go. There's a picture of me on there. I don't know if you could see it. There's actually a picture of me I've sketched out that I've never actually got around to painting. That was in my portrait stage. And these are acrylic canvas boards, same type of thing. All it is canvas stretched onto a piece of cardboard or hardboard or plywood. You can buy them in many different ways, but these particular things just happen to be on cardboard. And the cardboard in that is very similar to that. There you go. It's just a little bit thicker than that. It's the same stuff basically. It is the same stuff basically. The other thing you can paint on is there we go. That is hardboard or plywood. You can paint on any wood, anything like that. Masonette, anything, but you do need to prime them. So we've got all these different things that we can paint on. Now, if you're going to paint on a rock, I do recommend that you actually do that. So if you was going to paint a picture on there, just a picture there, what I would do is I would draw the outline of that particular, say, I don't know, a horse's head or something like that. I draw just the outline of the horse's head like that. I would gesso that area, and then I would go ahead and then either draw on that and carry on then painting it. And I could paint on there, and I could varnish this, and the rock, the actual the rock itself, it would look lovely if that was varnished. And you need to varnish that then, and need to protect that piece of artwork. But you could paint on rock or anything. You've got to remember that anything that's shiny or greasy, acrylic paint will not take to. So if it's a shiny area, you need to rough it up a little bit, and to see if the paint will take to that, I would suggest you do an experiment. But anything shiny, it doesn't like anything shiny, and it doesn't like anything greasy. So don't touch your paintwork with your fingertips if you can help it. And I always recommend a gesso, as I said. So I hope that's answered the question. And as I said, any other questions, don't forget to click the subscription button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a link in the comment, or a comment in the links below, and in the comment section. My brain's gone foggy since COVID. And on the other hand, yes, we've got to remember that it's just fun. Just enjoy painting for fun's sake. That's what I do anyway. I just enjoy my painting because it helps my mental health, and that's the most important thing. Right, I'm going to carry on adjusting these cameras in the studio for the next lesson, and I will see you there. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, the likes, and subscribe and all that, and I'll see you on the next quick tip. Bye.